Hi, my name's Jenny and welcome to my allotment. I have a huge passion for growing all sorts of things on my allotment. One of those is dahlias. I'd love to share with you some of my favourite dahlias and why I love them, and then also some tips and tricks that I've learnt along the way from lots of other dahlia growers that are out there, and things that I've found work for me really well. So yeah, I'd love to share that with you all. So this is one of my absolute favourite dahlias. So this is a decorative dahlia, also known as a dinner plate dahlia because of the sheer size that they grow. And this is a Café au lait royal, and she's just absolutely beautiful, isn't she? I mean, look at her, who could not love her? So they need quite a little bit of attention in terms of staking, tying in. Because of the size that the heads grow to, they can be quite susceptible to wind damage. It gets very windy here at the allotment, so I just carry on tying them in up to the stakes, which I put these stakes in as soon as I plant the tuber into the ground. I'll put the stake in so that I don't damage the flower as it's growing, and then I'll just keep coming and tying. So this is a dahlia variety called a Cactus dahlia, and there are tons and tons of different types of cactus dahlias. These ones are quite, the petals are very thin and narrow, and yeah, I just think they're quite funky. A new dahlia for me this year at the allotment, but yeah, I think I will be growing her again. Something that's really important with looking after your dahlias and making sure that you get the most out of them is deadheading. So as you can see, this cactus dahlia is just starting to go over. So we deadhead all the way down to where that dahlia stem starts from, and then what that will do is send out side shoots and you will get more flowers. And that's the great thing about deadheading dahlias, is the more you deadhead them and cut them for the vase, the more they will continue to grow and bring you lots of blooms well up to the first frost. So this is one of my other favourite types of dahlias, which is the Pom-Pom Dahlia, and the name kind of gives it away really. It's a lovely round pom-pom, and these can grow up to about 1 metre high. And yeah, this is my favourite one. I love these orangey copper tones. This is called Cornell Bronze. One thing that I learnt about dahlias, if you're picking them for a vase at home, is to pick them when they look at their absolute best. So as you can see the difference in these two here, this dahlia is starting to go over because you can start to see the yellow centre. This dahlia is at its absolute best. So if you pick it, it will just remain like that. So if I picked a dahlia that was like this, for example, it will not grow any more than that. It will just stay as it is. That's one thing with dahlias, that they don't continue to open and grow after you've cut them. So this is another new variety for me this year. This is a water lily dahlia, and it's known for its multiple rings of petals that are more kind of rounded on the edges, and it's just absolutely beautiful. So I have been feeding these dahlias every kind of 2 to 3 weeks with a nitrogen feed that I've added into my watering, and yeah, I think it's really helped the blooms. So I think one of the best things about dahlias, so roots sell the established plant, but once you've got that plant, you have then got the tuber, and if you look after the flower and you look after the tuber once the flowering is finished, you dig the tuber up and look after it over winter, store it somewhere frost free, the next year you could potentially see eyes on other parts of the tubers and then divide them and get yourself some free plants. So yeah, that's a wonderful thing about dahlias, is that you can just keep using the plants and the tuber that you've got and just get more and more out of them every year.